Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today let's take a look at Ned Fullmer is come back to the internet. What? Why? How? If y'all don't know, I did a reading on the Try Guys about 2 months ago where I kind of predicted someone from their past would be coming back up once the NDA was kind of expired. Lo and behold, 3 years to the day that Ned was let go from the Try Guys. He's speaking on the internet again? Got questions. So we're going to take a look at what is Ned's intentions with this podcast. Where is he kind of going? Will there be some shade thrown at the Try Guys? I don't know. So without further ado, let's take a look into it. But first things first, reminder. Everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, without further ado, let's take a look into Ned Fullmer and his new podcast that he started, and what's kind of his intentions with coming back now. So, I want to be seen. I want attention. I want the star. I want to shine. I want to be a star. I want to be in front of the cameras. Why is this? Because I want to expose things. I want to be happy. I want to make money. This right here is like, I'm ready to be in front of the limelight again. I'm ready to be in front of people, places, things. I want to be front and center stage again. Because from material influence here, what bad loans did he take out? Bad loans, as well as has he kind of delved into like a party lifestyle? Does he owe people money? Does he have some debts? Because from material influence here, with this being the devil, it seems like I'm getting back into the show business because I don't have good intentions here. He's also kind of on some substances, allegedly conspiracy, whatever, that he's kind of needing to pay up for. Because the hopes and fears here is I want to burn something down so something new can start again. Unseen obstacles, though. There's too many people who are coming after his hide. There's the public's coming after him. He might want to be front and center, but the public's not going to let him forget what was brought out on public or online. Because the negative influence here, he's going to come off as pretty egocentric, pretty ego-driven. He's going to come off as an ass, okay? Let's just be pretty... He's going to be coming off as like, I'm all big and macho. He's not going to have a lot of humility with things going on. Because what's going for him right now is we don't exactly know what his plans are. He's keeping a lot of things secret, a lot of things hidden. He's moving in a direction that people I do not believe would expect for this podcast. I also get that there's something hidden. There's a hidden person or hidden guest he's going to be having on that's going to kind of shock a lot of people. Not just Ariel, because that's who he had the first time, but there's somebody else that's going to be very shocking. Very, very shocking to everybody. As here in the past, I'm ready to move forward. He's been planning this for a while. There's something here of like, I've been planning for a really long time to put this together. And then the day that I can film it, the day that I can send it out, I can put it on there. He's talked to somebody already. It feels like he's been planning for a bit. He has been filming for a bit. So that as soon as he could talk, he can talk. He's pre-filmed out like 3 or 4 episodes already. Is the feeling that I'm getting, because here in the future the Empress reversed, Mom reversed, but also whatever resources or whatever sympathy, whatever emotions he's trying to evoke from people, it's not going to work in his favor. But let's just take a look. Can we get a clarifier on this Empress upright kind of going on here? Like, what's this Empress all about? There's a feminine figure here. It's a very strategic move. He's treading with caution of when to bring this guest out. This wasn't Ariel. Ariel's already out. We're not in that energy right now. This is somebody else that he's planning on bringing out. It's very strategic. He's trying to tread with caution on who this person is. Anything else that we can get here? The moon. It's time to remove. There's something being removed here. Organization, letting go, cleaning, removing of the old. It's the trash can. Here in the future, there's like, I gotta take out the trash. I gotta clean this whole thing up. I've been planning for 3 years on how to make my move, and this is how I'm going to do it. With the moon card as well here, this is something he's been planning for a while. I also feel like there's some hidden, whoever this person is, we'll see who this person is and what they have to say. But this feminine figure, it's a very strategic move to bring this person on, to let something go, or to take out somebody's trash. Essentially to clean up this whole mess on something. So, let's take a look. What's with this feminine figure who's coming on the podcast? There's another one. This doesn't feel like Ariel. This is a strategic move. What's going on here with Mr. Netty boy? What's going on? Who is this feminine figure here in the future that he's trying to bring on? It's a very strategic move. That's in the future. And I'm recording this as of 9/18/2025 in the afternoon in Central Daylight Time. So, like, the episode with Ariel already came out. So, what's going on here with this feminine figure coming out in the future? What's this? What are they looking to do here? Moving kids and moving on from the past. How to move on, co-parenting, kids. From material influence, we still have a lot of burdens on things that are going on. Maybe this is Ariel. Because also, it's like the hopes and fears here is we're learning to co-parent, have people in this dynamic, be friends still. Unseen obstacle, though, is the Six of Pentacles. There's an exchange here, a contract here that needs to be abided by. Because the negative influence here, someone does not have money and they need money. Because the hopes and fear, like the thing going here is the King of Cups upright. Someone wants to come off as emotionally stable, competent, things that they have working all together. Here in the past, we had a stable home and future, foundation in the family. And here in the future, feeling backstabbed and betrayed. Is this Ariel? Because this is looking like all Ariel. And like we just had this episode. So like, what is this supposed to be adding here? Yeah, okay, we want to bring clarity about what's going on in our marriage and how things have kind of like stopped, and we've had to reap what we've sown, because from material influence, we're trying to be strategic and move on and tread with caution because we have all these burdens, and now we're trying to find peace and harmony with our relationship. However, the unseen obstacle here is that the community is not ready to give up money for this. A negative influence here is, again, it's like we're trying to build something up from the bottom up with little to no resources. Because what's going for this situation? This is supposed to bring in more money, more resources. Because here in the past, we're trying to protect our home, protect what we've had. But here in the future, it's like we're feeling like we're burnt out. And this is the internet. We're going to feel burnt out and backstabbed and betrayed by people on the internet. What? This is all Ariel. Like, okay. So you brought Ariel on. All right. We've known this. It just seems like I'm not seeing a ton of money, but it's seeming like, okay, let's bring this on and talk about it. Okay. So what else is there? Because it's like, I'm not getting anything beyond the episode with Ariel. So like, what's here in the future then? Like, okay, Spirit, what other information can we know then about this podcast? What's Ned's big intention? What's the long-term plan for the podcast? Because again, it's just like, okay, so we saw Ariel. Why am I stuck in old energy? This is super weird. This is really, really weird. I'm stuck in old energy. What's being held in, what's going on in the future here with Ned? Like, what's the future long-term plans for the podcast? Why is this? Ooh. He's got some plans here in the future. So, Knight of Wands reversed. He's ready for a fight. His long-term plans for the future with this is to fight. Fight because of fight other people, fight different people, places, things, put his passions into. Why is this? Because of the world reversed, which is losing money, legacy money, loss of finances, loss of money. Because at the center of this, he doesn't really know. He's just angry and wants to lash out at other people and lash out at the world. And I think wants to put out his part of the truth here. Why is this? Because again, he wants to try and go to the next level because he's been knocked down a lot. So now he's trying to build himself back up. Again, from material influence here with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, I don't know if this podcast has a lot of legs to maintain a long-term future with, because he's still connected to the Try Guys. He's still connected to other people. He's still attached to other people, places, things. So I'm wondering if his long-term with this podcast, I don't know if it's going to last that long. But it's going to be, it feels like it's got a few really scathing times. And because it's like, I want to burn these connections to the ground in my own way. Hopes and fears. He also wants to defend himself when it comes to his marriage, how he was as a couple. He wants to defend this flag until the very end. He also, I think, wants to throw a couple other people underneath the bus. The unseen obstacle, though, here is that he's trying to have dominance, gaming, authority, control over a floundering home, a floundering spot. He's not in a good spot right now when it comes to this podcast. He's like, I want to burn everything to the ground. He does not have a solid base, and he wants to control everything around him. His negative influence here as well with the snake. He's trying to shed an old skin, and it's like the old skin ain't coming off easily. And what's going for him right now with the Seven of Swords, being sneaky, being strategic, trying to figure out your next spot when it comes to relationships, romance, dates, trying to paint himself as this new family guy. Because here in the past, with the cross, this is like organized group, faith, belief. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's like he's rejected. Like in the past, like, I've rejected the sanctity of marriage. I'm rejecting the sanctity of what I had. And now here in the future for this podcast, it seems like there's new messages that he's kind of hiding. I'm not getting too much of like, what's the long-term plans of this? Because it's like, it's going to cause some... At the bottom of the deck is just like some general influence for it. It's like, he's ready to cause some chaos. He wants to cause some transformation, reevaluating this like sudden dramatic change, and let go of the burdens that he's been holding on to for 3 years. He's very mad. Because as well here with the Knight of Cups, he's ready to gaslight, manipulate, throw a bunch of people underneath the bus. This man is mad. He's very mad. And I don't think he's sat and he's let go of stuff. He sat and stewed. That's what this feels like. He's sitting and stewing. So, I mean, do y'all want to see? Should we look at what's going on between Mr. Ned and the Try Guys? How is he feeling about the business? How's he feeling? How's he feeling about the Try Guys? How is he just feeling? I'm going to actually pull a card for how does he feel about each one of the his co-founders, original co-founders. How does he feel about them? And then I want to take a look He's so mad. And this podcast is a way for him to vent his frustrations. He's about to end some old cycles. He's about to end some old cycles. But let's pull a card for each. We'll do Zach, Keith, Eugene. Just one card. How's he feeling about his old co-founders of the Try Guys? So Zach, Keith, Eugene. Okay, so he's seeing Zach as the brains behind the operation to a lot of stuff. He sees Zach as being successful, doing really well. I don't think he has any beef with Zach right now. It feels like, bro, he sees Zach as just thriving, successful, has money, has attained power, really come into himself. Then we're going to go over to Eugene. He sees Eugene as just being strong, powerful, independent, creative, really putting himself out there. I don't see any issues here either. And like, how is Ned feeling about each one? Keith, though, he's worried about. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of depression. We're going to take a look more into this on why. Because looking here, it's like these two are doing fine. But what's going on between him and Keith? It's like he's worried about Keith. I don't know why he is. I don't know why he has anxiety, sleepless nights, why he can't let go of this. So let's take a look. What's going on here? Let's take a little bit more in depth about Keith. What's going on here? Like, what's going on? How is this occurring? Why is this? What's at the center of it? What's going on in the center of how he's feeling about Keith? This is internal. He's, you know how sometimes, and I don't know, not everyone's like this, but, and I know it might not be healthy, but you know how some people, like when you can't talk to like another person, and you're like, I can't even talk to them, but you kind of like have like an imaginary fight in your head. I know it's not normal. I know not everyone has it, but some people just have fights in their head with other people. That's kind of how Ned feels with Keith. It's like, I'm having fights with you in my head because of things that I want to say to you, but I'm unable to say to you or about you. Why is this? Because about money, investments, ways that he's doing. Why is this? Because from material influence, why is he so mad at Keith for, it almost feels like taking advantage of Zach? Because the hopes and fears, I want to be coming off as strong, independent. Unseen obstacles, though. And how is he feeling about Keith? Knight of Pentacles. There's a sense here that he also doesn't have the attention or the good attention that it's like negative influence here. It's like Ned can't say much about Keith without bringing more negative attention back on him. However, the positive influence, there's only one way that this can go down, buddy. He knows how he feels. He knows what's going on. There's no more illusions to what was really going on. Here in the past, the Eight of Swords. I've tried to let go of situations, and here in the future, the Queen of Weird. I'm going to grab clarifiers for all of this. Because that's Zach's card. Right? Then there's the Queen of Pentacles, which is a partnership, right? Marriage. What has Ned learned about Keith that's causing, through like phone messages, pictures, things that have been sent to him from other people about Keith, that is getting Ned really hot under the collar? He's gotten messages, screenshots, photos, videos of Keith that's kind of getting him kind of hot under the collar. Why is this? Because of Keith's ambition. Keith's ambition, ascent, going to the next level, about what he's doing, how he's doing it. Because from a material influence, Ned has some information on Keith, and it feels like it's video and text and picture related with the camera. He's got evidentiary information about Keith that's been sent to him with things that Keith has been doing. I also, is there hypocrisy going on here? Not too much of hypocrisy, but there's been things said, I believe, about Ned that someone recorded and sent to him that was said by Keith. Because from his hopes and fears here, he's treading with caution, but there's like, he's trying to be strategic in releasing certain information about Keith. Again, the unseen obstacle, though, is he doesn't have full control of things. He's trying to gain dominance. There's also other people who are also playing the game here. Negative influence. It now isn't the right time, but there's going to be a right time. Ned's like, I don't have the attention that I want right now. I gotta wait it out here. There's something he has on Keith, y'all, and this is not going to be pretty when it comes out. Because Ned is bound and determined to bring this out against Keith. This is like, I want my victory. I need my success. I'm going to win at all cost. Because with the Seven of Cups reverse, this is like, this is my sole focus. This is the driving ambition for something. Because here in the past, there's a party. I saw this in my last Try Guys reading. I will have it linked here at the end of the video if you want to go watch it. But there's a party. There's something to do with drinks. There's something to do with the indulgence of mind-altering substances that is directly in relation to what Ned has on Keith. And here in the future, I got to redefine your moral compass, my dude. And I got to bring balance to this situation. Whether this is legal, I need to bring justice to this situation. I'm going to get maybe not resources from it, but why do I feel that there's something to do with somebody's wife? These are matching suits. And we're going to have to set the record straight on something when it comes to somebody's wife, not Ned's wife. This is in relation to Keith, right? Because I don't know what it is between Keith and Ned, but these two are karmic. These two are karmics for each other. These are karmic. This is a karmic relationship between Keith and Ned. I don't know why it is, but these two, everyone's like the twin flames. Oh, that's counterparts. Yeah, that can also mean friendships as well. You can have a twin flame as a friend. They're supposed to teach you things in a very intense way. Keith and Ned are karmics. They're in each other's lives to teach a lesson. And I don't think Keith has learned his yet. I'm kind of scared for this because I do not know what. I mean, let's take a look. Why not? Us over here. What is causing? What is this alleged conspiracy thing that's going on over here? What does Ned have on Keith essentially? What is it? Well, I mean, we know it's kind of videos. I'm pretty sure it's a gosh darn video of something. So, what does he have on him? Let's take a look. See, shall we? I'm going to grab out a completely different deck. This is my Shadow Love Tea Oracle deck. So let's take a look. What does Ned have on Keith? What does Ned have on Keith? I know you had 100 cards. My hands aren't that big. What does Ned have on Keith? Slow fade. Tries to soften the blow of a breakup by slowing, pulling away instead of ending the relationship. Snail pace breakup. Petty. Ignores partner if they feel slighted or not given enough attention or time. Tries to punish partner for having their own life. And cold-hearted. Dismisses feelings of others, does not have the capacity, nor wants to understand where others are coming from. Why does it feel like he has video of Keith treating his wife badly? He's got text messages of people of like, I don't know if there's cheating actually involved, but some people I think would call this the mistreatment of a partner. They would maybe say this is like emotional cheating of some sort. This is emotionally mistreating people around them. Well, is there anything that we can clarify this whole situation on? Like to get like something a little bit more? Fighting. Yes, starts fights over trivial matters, creates a mountain out of a molehill, breaks down self-esteem, makes others walk on eggshells. Why does this feel like Ned has he has video, he has photos, he's got evidence, text messages of Keith behaving badly and mistreating others around him. In my last reading too about the Try Guys, I felt that there was mistreatment of female workers at the Try Guys Incorporated, like at the Try Guys. Like they do not treat women very well there. I don't know if he has evidence of this. I don't know if he has evidence of this with Keith and his wife, but there's some there's like, I have evidence of you mistreating people and I'm just trying to figure out how to put it out there. It's going out there. He just doesn't know how yet. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here. Yikes on bikes, y'all. So with that, I just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, I just really want to say a great big thank you to everybody who's been watching. If you want to hype this video up, or if you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, all those links are located down below. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you, and I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So thank you, and bye.